Hello, I'm going to read to you Ballet Dreams, which is written by Kerry Burnell and Laura Ellen Anderson. This is one of my favourite books because one day when I was teaching ballet, a little girl brought this book in that she had just been given by her nan. We read it at the end of class and the story has stuck in my mind ever since. This is because the little girl in the story reminded me of myself when my grandma took me to see my first ballet and I wanted to be a ballerina up on stage. I haven't stopped doing ballet since. I hope you enjoy the story. Once there was a girl who dreamed of dancing, of skipping over rooftops and pirouetting around the moon. She could twirl on her toes as lightly as snow and dart through the air like a swallow. So her granddad called her Little Bird. One morning, Little Bird's mama woke her with a smile. You can go and have a look at your new school today with Grandad. Oh, I don't think I'll bother with school, Little Bird laughed. I think I'll just do dancing. Grandad chuckled and squeezed her hand. Think of all the new things you'll learn, how to read books and spell your own name. But I want to be called Little Bird forever, she sighed. Then, on the way to school, Little Bird heard music and she tiptoed through the doors of a glittery old theatre. There before her was a lake of midnight swans, more beautiful than anything Little Bird had ever seen. It is like watching a dream, she breathed. It's the ballet of the Swan Lake, said Grandad. Through the air came a dancer with the lightness and grace of a dove. She was as elegant, as nightful, as dazzling as the moon. That's Odette, the Swan Princess, said Grandad. Little Bird was spellbound. She crept to the edge of the stage and murmured, I want to fly like you. Beneath the sparkling lights, the Swan Princess spoke. When you grow up, you can join the Midnight Swan Ballet Company. But right now, as a children's class just starting, would you like to join in? Little Bird's face lit up like a star. Little Bird stepped into a room of long mirrors and children in pink satin shoes. Her feet felt lighter than feathers. She flitted like a butterfly, spun like an autumn leaf, and leapt as high as the drifting cloud. Grandad, I don't need to go to school, Little Bird sang. I need to go to ballet. But even ballerinas go to school, smiled the Swan Princess, and she pulled a snow-white feather from her crown. Everything you learn is like a feather, she whispered. When you have gathered enough, they will spread out behind you like wings, and all that you've learnt will help you to fly. Little Bird held her feather all the way to school. Oh, Grandad, she cried as she skipped into this classroom of sunlight and stories. I think I will like it here after all. Just remember, grinned Grandad, everything you learn will one day help you fly. When Mama got home from the bakery, Little Bird flew into her arms. I'm going to be a ballerina, she cried, and my stage name will be Little Bird. Mum giggled, and together they held up the feather and wrote her name in the air. Then Mama gazed at Little Bird's expensive new school bag. Maybe you can start ballet next term, she said gently. As Grandad listened, he was still, for he knew when Little Bird danced, she shone as if her heart had brightened. He stared at his golden watch, and very quietly he went out. The next morning, Little Bird awoke to a wonderful surprise. A pair of silken ballet shoes. Mama gazed in excitement. Grandad smiled his twinkly smile. "You'll need them when you start your lessons," he said. When the first day of school came, Little Bird was ready. She danced all the way there, and she danced all the way home, gathering feathers as she went. In the end of term ballet show, Little Bird had a starring role. Mama had given her a very special gift, a magnificent feather from a real midnight swan, so Little Bird would never forget her ballerina dream. And one day, just maybe, she would be the Swan Princess.